Hey guys, it's Brittany and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to hop on here as always just to do a quick little intro to my what sold on eBay video. I'm going to show you exactly what sold this week and an approximate profit that I made on each item. I also wanted to say it has been a great week on eBay this week, and I strongly believe it's because we were listing machines last week. We were listing things every day, multiple things a day, and I do believe it is true that the more you list, the more Cassini will bump you to the top of the search engines. So somebody searches in women's Nike shorts. If you're listing every day and you're an active member of the eBay community, they're going to bump you way up. If you're just kind of listing something and letting it sit there and doing no hustle, they are not going to be kind to you. I'm promising you that, because we had such a great week while we had things to list. And then yesterday, the past 3 days, we haven't listed anything. And yesterday, I did not sell one item. So that proves to me right there that that is so true, that you have got to list to sell. So we're getting ready to head over to Goodwill now. Hopefully, I'm only going to go to one store. We don't have much time. Hopefully I find some good things and I can post a few things over the next few days. So definitely, if you're considering selling on eBay, take this little nugget of advice and hold it deep in your pocket, and please just list and be active. And if you're not active, just, you know, if you don't have the means to go out and constantly buy things to list, that's okay too. Just take what you have and space it out. If you have 15 things to list, don't do it all at once. Do three. Every day, do 3 items until the end of those 5 days. It really, really pays off to list. That's why I've got to get over to Goodwill. Like, I have to, because if not, guys, then my business is just going to kind of stand still. So that is my little intro. I hope you guys enjoy watching this. And here is what sold on eBay this week. Okay, so this week I sold a Star Wars t-shirt. I got this t-shirt from the Goodwill. It was $1.97. It ended up selling for $11.95. The buyer paid $3.39 to ship. So after fees and product cost and everything, I made roughly about $7 on this Star Wars shirt. This is one of my most exciting pieces this week, and it was this Lululemon sports bra. It was actually at the Goodwill bins, so I paid less than 50 cents for this, and it sold. I had 3 bids on it, and it got up to $25. The buyer did pay $4.11 to ship, so after fees and product costs, I made about $22, and that's only because it did not cost $4.11 to ship. I don't really know why that happened. Sometimes if I'm not sure on the weight of a product, I'll shoot high just so I know that no matter what, I'll have enough, and then I'll just take the rest for handling. Then I sold this Old Navy cardigan. It's 4T. It was $9.95 with free shipping. This was one of my daughter's sweaters, so it was all profit. After everything was said and done, I made probably about $6. So I sold these Aeropostale jeans. I got these from the Goodwill outlet for 96 cents. They sold for $14.95, $7.20 to ship. And after fees and PayPal fees and everything like that, I made approximately $12 on those jeans. Same thing here with these Gap women's jeans. They sold for $14.95, $7.20 to ship. So I paid 96 cents from the Goodwill outlet. So after everything, I made about $12, which is so sweet. I hauled these last week in my my Goodwill haul. These are Nike Dry Fit shorts. They sold for $9.95. The buyer did pay $3.93 to ship, which I don't think that it was quite $3.93. Anyway, they paid $3.93 to ship. So after everything was said and done, I made about $5 for them, because I think I bought these for $2. Yeah, about that. Next, I sold a lot of 2 Gain dryer sheets. These were sitting up for at least 30 days. I know I renewed the post, but I sold them for $10.95 for the lot of 2 with free standard shipping. These were free couponing, so I made about $5 off of these dryer sheets. The next thing I got were these Schick Hydro women's razors. You know I get these for free. They sold in a lot of 2 for $10.50, and the buyer did pay $3.75 to ship, so that made my profit around $8. The next thing that sold is this Physicians Formula Matte Highlight Contour Palette. This sold for $15.95 with free shipping. If you guys remember back in a coupon video, I got these for $3.25 and then I used a $3 coupon, so I paid a quarter for that. And after shipping and fees and the quarter I paid, I will make approximately $10 off of that purchase, that sale. Next, I sold, oh, this is a story. So I sold this men's Old Spice body wash gift set, and I got this back on a Rite Aid clearance at Christmas time. I don't really remember what I paid for it, but it was definitely like $1 or $2. So this sold for $10, and you can see right here, I did $5 expedited shipping, which I had just started to eBay. And I did not understand the shipping yet. I wish somebody would have explained it to me. This thing was over 2 pounds. It cost $10.25 just to ship it. $10.25, guys. I couldn't believe it. So after everything, I broke just about even on this, but you know, you're always learning and you're always growing, and this is definitely something that I learned from. I have a few of these listed, and this reminded me just now I need to get in there and revise that shipping, because oh, that was horrible. I couldn't believe it. Next, I got this Justice. I sold this Justice girls bathing suit. I got this at the Goodwill outlet. It was 96 cents, and I sold it for $10. The buyer did pay $4.29 to ship. So after everything, I made about $7 off of that bathing suit. If you guys have any bathing suits that you don't want, I suggest putting them on eBay, because right now is the time. People are itching for spring and summer, and they are buying them. Guys, wait until you see this shirt. The pictures literally did no justice. So these, oh yeah, it does. Look at that. So beautiful. It's a little too much for me, and I'm like queen of tacky, but it's a Christian Aldiger, or whatever his name is, the guy that makes Ed Hardy, but it is not an Ed Hardy shirt. But yeah, I thought that it was so pretty. I was waiting for somebody to buy this, but it did sell at $9.95. The buyer paid $3.03 to ship. I found this at the Goodwill outlet for 96 cents. So after everything, I made about $7 off of that shirt. Really thought that was pretty. I sold the Dolce & Gabbana tie. It sold for $12.95. It cost $2.67 to ship. I got it for $1.50. So I made $8 off of that tie. Pretty sure it was $1.50. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Next, I got this Hello Kitty Girls Set Q2 Tutu. Look, this is how you know my titles make no sense. It's just all keywords. This sold for $8.50. The buyer paid $2.67 to ship. I got this for 97 cents at my local Goodwill. So I made about $5 and some change on this sale. Guys, I'm going to link my eBay store down below. Definitely go and check it out if you need some title ideas or to see what I price certain things at. Like I told you in my other videos, I definitely like to see what other people list things as, or what they're using as their keywords. Anyway, you probably recognize these mascaras from a couponing video. If you watch my couponing videos, it's the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara in dark brown. I can't believe it's not in the title here. Anyway, it sold 2 for $8.95. The buyer did pay $2.67 to ship. So after everything, I made about $6 off of those mascaras. Next, I have these Old Navy plus size capris. They were brand new, still with tags. They were back when I was much, much bigger. I just never got the chance to wear them. They sold for $9.95. I had these forever. You can see in the photo how I just put a photo. I took a picture like on my couch. It was before I actually started, you know, having a store and everything. But the buyer did pay $6.65 to ship. I consider this all profit because I had these jeans forever, so I made about $6.50 off of those. The North Face Summer Summit Series jacket. We found this for $9 at our local Goodwill. It ended up selling for $45, which I was so happy about. One of our biggest sales to date. The buyer did pay $7.20 to ship. I had to ship this priority. It would not fit in any priority by weight. It would not fit in any flat rate. They did pay $7.20 to ship, but when all was said and done, we made about $30 off of that jacket. I was so excited about that. Last but not least, we sold another Star Wars shirt for $11.95. We got this for $1.97. The buyer paid $3.39 to ship, so we made about $8 off of that shirt. We have so many Star Wars shirts from that haul. They were all brand new with tags. They were sold at Target initially, but we knew that that movie just came out this year, so I got a lot of the larger ones. You can see this one's an XXL. I thought that that would do really well, and they're slowly creeping by. We finally sold 2 in 1 week, so I'm very happy about that. All right, guys, that's what sold. Well, there you have it. That is everything that I sold this week. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. I will do my best to answer them for you. I will also always have Lindey and RockStar Flipper's channels in my description box. Check them out. They will teach you everything that you need to know about shipping, how to sell, how to source, how to list, anything that you need to know, they have it covered. Trust me, go to their channel, subscribe, say that I sent you, and I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you in my next one.